It's been a long, hard road to Indianapolis this summer, but we're here, ready to celebrate Drum Corps International's golden anniversary. From high school football fields to state-of-the-art stadiums like Lucas Oil, we've seen some changes over the past 50 years, but one thing hasn't changed: the passion of these young performers, the relentless quest for perfection as they vie for a finalist spot and ultimately their Corps' name on the Founders Trophy. Tonight will set the stage for the biggest week of this most special season.
DCI stands for Drum Corps International. I go back further in the activity than DCI existed. It started in '72. I started marching in my hometown drum corps when it started in 1965 at the ripe old age of 10. Fell in love with it and just continued on. I started at my hometown radio station at the age of 15, and had I not fallen in love with a microphone, I probably would have pursued a career in music. Stayed on doing the drum corps thing till I aged out at age 21, but stayed involved as a volunteer manager. I ran my hometown corps, and then when I went full-time into television news in Rochester, New York, I started doing broadcast for Drum Corps International. Started out in the minor leagues, which was kind of fun. 1977, I did a show out of Allentown, Pennsylvania for Philadelphia area live TV on PBS down there, and also did a show out of Canada, up in Ontario province in Hamilton for Canadian television. And then I got the call up to the big show in '79, 5 hours live on PBS. Sitting there with Maynard Ferguson, a legend of jazz trumpet players and high notes. Gosh, that was exciting. And I, at that point, was just finishing up in Rochester, which was my first job out of college, and about to move on to Miami, which was a huge market jump. And next year, they liked what I did on the DCI show and brought me back. 5 hours live on PBS, this time with Rita Moreno as my co-host. Gosh, she was cool. And I've been doing it ever since. It's always different every year because the Corps change up their entire routines from year to year. You never know who you're going to get. You've got the usual suspects at the top of the heap, but every now and then somebody comes up with something really special and turns it on, like the Bluecoats this year. They were undefeated, went all the way to the title. And it was a very exciting, innovative show that you always got something more out of every time you saw it. And when they come up with a program like that, you know it's got a lot of upside potential. And the most exciting thing this season for me was Brass at the Beach here at Coastal Carolina. To be able to bring DCI here, my gosh, that was so exciting. Matt, Hogue, and Garrett, and we went at it as a triumvirate. The university was great working with us. DCI was right here on it. We had a great crowd, great weather, and it was being down there on the field announcing that show was really exciting for me. And to sit here at age 70 and still get excited about things it's a good feeling. Well, I'm blessed to have had a career and a profession that I loved, television, journalism, and be able to marry pieces of that with a hobby that I grew up madly in love with, and to be able to put those things together. How many guys get to do that? And on occasion get paid for it. The best part is getting to know the kids and helping to promote the activity. So I'd have told young Steve, hey, become more aware and involved in the marching band scene earlier on, and to just appreciate the wider spectrum of the marching arts, the pageantry arts as well. And I tell my kids in my communication classes when they're writing a piece or organizing a newscast, think about this as a piece of music. It's got a beginning, it's got an end, it's got a melody that kind of has to weave through it, and then when you get around to delivering it on the air, it's much the same thing. It's performance art. Ask lots of questions, be innately curious, take every opportunity you can get to get experience. Internships, I can't speak highly enough about internships. There's great opportunities here with ESPNU and everything the university produces. Get in there, do it. That's the best way to learn by doing, and then you get great resume references as well. You find a good professor, follow that professor, ask questions. The other thing though is you got to learn all the principles of journalism. I mean, right now we're drilling down on AP style. It's enough to make your head spin, but the rules are there for a reason. But I would advise people to, within that, develop an area of specialization or two. And that makes you all the more valuable to a news department or a sports department. It's business. Especially sports now, my gosh. So if you figure out an area where you can really drill down and get a little extra knowledge, that just makes you that much more valuable. But you also have to be versatile. I've totally loved my time here. It was daunting out of the chute as a new guy adjunct. I had 3 classes that first semester. Moodle had me totally perplexed, but gradually, with the help of my very patient colleagues in the communication department, I got through it. The best part has been some shining lights of students. I mean, there is no better feeling in the world when you're looking into their eyes and you can tell, ooh, the bulb just went off. They got it. And now I've been here long enough where they're going out and getting jobs. I got an email from a student over the summer. She hadn't been out for any more than a couple weeks, and bam, she landed a TV news job. And that is the best feeling in the world, to know that, I mean, it may have been a tiny, small part, but you played a part of it, and we're turning now students they're qualified and more capable to go out into the field and get those jobs and make a mark. That's a great feeling. A lot of my friends who are career teachers think I am absolutely nuts for doing this at this point in my life. I love it. I really love it.